What is up, guys? TMAN here, back with another crappy unboxing video. Today we will be looking at Sega's ReZero Starting Life in Another World REM Student Premium figure. A figure that I unboxed and recorded over 2 years ago, but never actually made a video for. So I'll be dubbing over the old footage and maybe overlay it with some additional photos. After all, stale content doesn't mean bad content. Ha 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 ha. So yeah, this figure is listed for $30 on Amazon. Keep that price point in mind as we look over the figure. Opening up the box, we have the figure, as well as the base plate. Packaging looks a bit weird, but I guess you get what you pay for with this price range. Stick her foot into the stand and we're all done with the setup. Looking around, the figure uses a lot of pastel colors. The base plate is adorned with Rem's name written in English, because we all know how much the Japanese love slapping around the aesthetic of English. Brown loafers, white socks pulled just under the knee, a yellow seifuku with dark pink accents, a light green cardigan, a blue school bag, and pink hair accessories. To get the gradient blue appearance, Rem's hair is actually made using some transparent materials, which is interesting, I think. The figure captures the motion of a Japanese schoolgirl running to school pretty well, right down to how the typical anime JK runs with their hands held up to the sides in a totally inefficient running style. A quick look at this figure and you'd think it came exactly as advertised, but after a few minutes of staring, I started to notice some issues with the production. For instance, this hair parting above her right ear. At first I thought there was some issue with the head mold, but it turns out this is part of the transparent hair component. I also think the socks blend in with her legs a little too much. Whether it was an effect done to make the socks seem more transparent or not, sometimes when I stare at this, it's like the socks aren't there. Also, the sock on Rem's standing foot has an indented line on the front for the sock cuff, but it does not wrap around past the leg seam lines. Yes, her leg has visible seam lines. There is also a big protruding seam line going down the sides of her hair. And at least for my figure, the inner right edge of her cardigan seems to have had issues in production with some clearly unintentional jaggedness. So what did I think of this figure? Well, I got it for free at a raffle, so on first inspection I was kind of worried it was bootlegged given the seam lines and other aspects. You could say that this is just what $30 gets ya, and that's the international pricing. This is 2,000 yen in Japan, meaning it's really $20 quality. But even then, the production issues aren't really covered up and are pretty easy to spot, even to lower standards. I will say that I don't like looking at this for extended periods of time, and clearly I'm put off since I didn't make a review for a whole 2 years after unboxing it. So my final verdict, I'm gonna have to rate this schoolgirl Rem with 1 Emilia. Here's hoping I forget about Rem as easily as Emilia did.